Hey guys, it's Nate, aka TheFutAccountant. Welcome back to the channel. Today, I want to look at this fantastic SBC that we got today. POTM Hazard's Player of the Month SBC for a 93 rated purple Player of the Month, POTM Hazard. He's going to get a dynamic image here soon for his card. It's going to look sweet. It's going to make even more people want to do the SBC. But it is a fantastic card, 4-star, 4-star, with incredible pace, good shooting, passing, dribbling, literally everything. It's basically, I think it's an endgame card, but you're going to have to pay the endgame card price. He goes for around 750,000 coins to do this SBC. You do get some nice packs back. You get a 50k, couple 50k packs, and a couple mega packs, jumbo premium gold players. So we do get some good packs back from it, and that definitely influenced the market today in some areas. But the market today is what I want to talk about. Like, what can we learn from this Player of the Month Hazard SBC that we can take and use going forward? So first off, this SBC, since he is a high rated card, it really required, it's obviously got to be a more expensive SBC. So there were a lot of guys today, high rated golds, that were required for this squad. So you saw 286 rated squad requirements as a part of this SBC, and as you can tell right now, 88 Sergio Busquets is extinct. So a lot of high rated golds went up today. Let's look at another one, Gianluigi Buffon. He's a goalkeeper. Usually goalkeepers don't rise as much into an SBC hype. He's 44k right now. He was actually extinct earlier today, and I bought him this morning an hour after the SBC released for around 34,000 coins, and then later sold him for 47. So there were a lot of high rated players that just boomed in price today. Guys that got good links with other players, guys like Thiago, guys like Muller, and other guys like PK, other guys like Rakitic. Like this Thiago card, it's basically extinct. There's one on the market right now. Did it insta-sell? It did. It insta-sold at 25,000 coins for an 86 rated card. So the gold card market went crazy today, and that's what I want to take a look at over here on Futbin. We're going to take a look at the Index 100, which is a kind of a market reading, kind of a base value for the market as a whole. It takes into account informs, icons, gold cards, literally everything, and kind of gives the market a value and shows you where the market as a whole went today. So starting the day off, we were around 84 points, and now at the peak of the SBC hype, 93 points in total. So that it went up 10 points today almost in the market. So what brought that up? Definitely the high rated golds that were used for SBCs, as well as some of the mid rated golds, because you had a couple 82 squad rating requirements in there, and you also had some 84 squad rating requirements in there. As you can see, Gundogan is inflated. Little story with Gundogan, I think he's going to be a very good player to invest in each time a Player of the Month comes around. First off, because of his nationality, it's very easy to link. His rating, 84. 84 is a pretty general, universal rating. There's a lot of 84 rated SBCs that come out with Player of the Month. You can use him in an 83 rated squad, you can use him in an 85, even an 86 rated squad. So he's very usable for SBCs, and he's Premier League. And what we know from these Player of the Month SBCs is they always require Premier League players. So what did I do with Gundogan today? I knew that he was going to be packed a lot on Thursday during Weekend League rewards. I went out and I bought 15 Gundogans for 4 to 5k, got them on bid. That was the cheapest way for me to get them, as I missed the window to snipe them. But so I got 15 of them for 4 to 5k, put them on my transfer list. This morning, I saw the SBC dropped, looked at the requirements, and I knew we were going to be good. I also had a couple Socrates from Arsenal on my transfer list as well, and he went up to about 10k in the hype. They're both back down to around 8,000 coins, 7,000 coins now. But in the hype, I sold 15 Gundogans and about 5 or 6 Socrates for 10,000 to 12,000 coins, and that was just some easy money. And I prepared the day before. It was a little bit of a surprise that we got this Player of the Month today, because the Player of the Month Lucas SBC actually was still in the SBC section while Hazard's SBC came out. That was kind of weird, kind of an overlapping Player of the Month there, but it is early on, so But yeah, we didn't really expect the Hazard SBC today because teams are on international break. So yeah, I don't know if he actually formally claimed the reward, but that doesn't really have to do with anything, I guess. We can expect that SBC to be coming a week after the voting starts, because the voting started last week on a Friday, and today we got our Hazard card. So looks like early morning for the Eastern time in the US, or middle of the day in EU. 1 p.m. I think was when the SBC was released for EU, and it was 8 a.m. Eastern for me here in the United States. So we can definitely look at that. One other thing that I want to check out that happened from the market today was icons. It was very interesting. A lot of icons and a lot of very top tier golds that you wouldn't use in an SBC. Guys like Kyle Walker, guys like David De Gea. I want to look at Walker specifically because he is very high in value for weekend league teams. Take a look at his price and see what it's up to right now. He was 95,000 coins, almost 100,000 when the weekend league rewards were finished last night overnight as people bought their teams, and he was about 80,000 coins before that rewards came out. Today, with the addition of all those not promo packs, but the very high quality packs that you got from the SBC, and we all know that SBC packs have been juiced with very good players. I think a lot of people packed some really good stuff today from the SBCs. So a lot of the high rated golds went down. Walker was about 95k. I saw him get down to 85k today. And also icons are included in that. I saw a lot of fresh icons popping up on the market today after the SBC was released, because people were packing icons in those SBCs. Now, icon prices didn't really drop because they were already inflated. There's already demand for them. People wanted them in their team. But a couple icons you definitely could have made some money on with flipping their cards, and their fresh cards too. So those are definitely more desirable to somebody who wants to play with one of those cards in game, because it is a fresh card, no games played, first owner. People are willing to pay more for a card of that value. So that was very interesting to see that you always have to kind of take into consideration what packs are coming out of a player of the month, or any SBC rather. But so I want to go over here quickly in the end the things that we learned, bullet points from what we learned from the Hazard SBC today in terms of the market. First of all, Premier League gold players. I think they're going to be needed every time. It's a Premier League Player of the Month SBC. There's going to be a Premier League player requirement regardless. You're going to have at least one squad with probably 4 or 5 Premier League players. And it's going to be probably 84 rated for anybody who wins that Player of the Month award. So 84 rated cards like Socrates, like Leno, like Gundogan, those are going to be very good buys every single time a Player of the Month SBC comes around. And definitely look to buy those cards in a reward time, either squad battle rewards, you're sniping or bidding, and same thing with weekend league or division rivals rewards, because that's when a lot of those cards are coming onto the market, or lightning rounds in general, if there's a lightning round right before a Player of the Month would come out. So always take that into consideration. Be smart with your buy times. So one takeaway is the golds. The second takeaway is investments that weren't needed for the SBC. We'll take a look at this really quick. Hazard's gold card was 485,000 coins before the SBC came out. People thought you might need his card as one of the requirements. Look at him now, 380. He was even lower than this earlier in the panic selling. He was around 370,000. Some people even got snipes for 350,000. This is the cheapest his card has been all year, so that's very interesting to look at. SBC, people are always talking about requirements for SBCs, and they're guessing, and they're kind of taking chances on, because we don't know what's going to be required in that SBC. Stuff that isn't required, that people invested in, that you heard people talking about, that they were investing in, definitely keep an eye on those cards, because those people are going to panic sell to try to get as many coins back as they can. And oftentimes when everybody's selling like that, the price goes very low and can actually create an investment opportunity. So don't ever be a panic seller like that. If you get caught in that situation, hold your card and wait on it to come back up after the panic sell. So Hazard, he's 380,000 coins. He's going to be back to 400 to 420k here in a couple weeks as people start to use his card, and as his card gets back to the value that it actually is worth. Right now he's undervalued because there's so many people selling him. So that was a long bullet point. And finally, the third bullet point is what we learned from this, informs. They're going to be required too. So picking up discard informs, especially like this guy, 84 rated Pablo Fornals, 12,000, 11,000 coins on a snipe you could have got him for last week. He's 26k now, and he's only going to go up because he is no longer in packs. There's no more supply, and he's being submitted into SBCs. It's not like people are buying his card, putting it in their club. They're buying his card and they're throwing it away to get that Hazard Player of the Month. So his supply is going down, but his demand is still high because he's needed for that SBC because he has good links and good rating. So keep holding on your Discord informs and look into some of those investments that possibly dropped, like a Hazard. It might be a little bit late to pick up a gold Hazard or an inform Hazard card, but it's good to see a Player of the Month SBC like this, and we can take what we learned from this, what we saw happen with the market, and apply it to the next Player of the Month that comes out, regardless of who it is, because there's always going to be people that invest in something that doesn't get required, and there's always going to be stuff that people nail, and there's always going to be stuff that is always required for those SBCs, and that is the Premier League players. So hopefully you guys enjoyed this video. If you did the Hazard SBC, there's nothing wrong with that. Let me know if you did it down in the comments. Let me know how he plays. I bet he's a freaking awesome card. But for me, it just wasn't the best thing to do at this time with the amount of coins that I have and what I'm trying to do with my ultimate team. If you enjoyed the video, hit the like button and subscribe if you're new. It's been Nate, the FUT Accountant. I'll catch you guys later. Peace out.